Hello and welcome to Starbright Handiworks. Today we are going to turn these 2x4 blocks into a luxury art stand. First thing to do is measure to about 6 inches, give or take based on what you want. Give it a cut. And there we go. 21 blocks. Alright, let's line these up so we can burn them a bit more efficiently than how it is all spread out like this. Alright, let's flip all these over so that we can get the faces. And don't forget to like and subscribe to watch more of my bake videos and more or my burn videos. I've recently learned the name of this burn finish is called Sho Sugi Ban, or more traditionally Yakasugi, which means burnt cedar in Japanese. Although that term is more commonly used in Japan and if you do a thicker burn. The light burns or in the West is usually called Sho Sugi Ban. Now here I've already applied the first coat of water-based Varathane. Now you don't have to use water-based, but I do recommend choosing a high gloss because it just makes the burn finish look luxurious. And now for the most important step. We sand it with 220 grit sandpaper between coats. After the first coat, the block tends to get a little bumpy, a little rough, but after you sand it with this, it is perfectly smooth, and the final coat when you put on it will just come out silky smooth. Trust me, it's nice. And now I've sanded the rest off screen, but it is time for the finish coat. I've actually already coated the rest of these, so you're just seeing me coat the last one here, because I don't really see a point of recording 30 minutes of me clear coating these blocks, but hey, feel free to comment if you do want a 30-minute video of me coating blocks, because I will be happy to oblige and put one up. But how do you like the shine on these guys so far? I think it's really nice, the gloss. Always when you're coating the end pieces, though, it really absorbs. So I usually coat the end pieces first, let it absorb, then get the sides, and then I'll do a quick extra coat on the end pieces, especially in first coat, just to make sure that it all fully absorbed in. Then you just put a final coat on the top here. We'll place it down, And obviously we cannot do the bottom yet. It will stick to the wood if we do that, but I will do that once this coat dries. But I'll likely do that off screen, and you're just going to teleport to the part where we start making this block of wood a stand. And now to turn this wood into a stand. What you'll need is some little brass pegs. You can get them get a 3-foot length at Home Depot for about $16. I personally get a 40-pack of brazing rods off Amazon for like 20 bucks, a lot cheaper, and then I just cut them myself with bolt cutters. You'll want the one in the front to be about half the size of the two in the back, just so that it doesn't take too much of the image, and you really just need a front piece for it to lean against. You want to eyeball the middle. You can measure if you want, move back about an inch or so, place it, you want it, and give it a slight tap. And then if you look here, you can see that little indent, that right there. That's what you're trying to go for there. Then you grab your drill, you drill a hole. You only want to be about 1 centimeter down, not too far. And then you want to wipe off that, grab your little peg, and tap it in. Sorry, there's no sound of the wonderful tapping it in, but unfortunately my daughter was yelling in the background, so I had to delete the audio and do a voiceover after. Now you can either measure, or what I like to do is use a spacer. This is a 1/4-inch piece of oak. Doesn't really matter what it's made of, just the size. You want to hold it as straight as you can. Again, I usually just eyeball this, hold it in place, kind of measure your distance out, hold the peg there, and again, you can give it a light tap to mark where you're making the hole. And then we drill the hole and tap it in again. And now it gets a little easier to hold it since we have 2 pegs in place. It's easier to have your oak line it up. You grab your next piece, you kind of measure equal distance. Doesn't really matter if it's a little off, but I mean you will notice it. And then again, same as before, tap it, drill it, and then we tap it in, and then this stand is done pretty well. Oh, you can push the brass pegs back a little bit to adjust them, because sometimes when you tap them in, they angle forward a little bit, or just not quite right, but it's nice and adjustable, no glue needed, and then you're good to go. Also, you'll notice that one side is a little bit sharper than the other. I usually put the sharper end down, just, because you don't want someone to poke themselves and get hurt. And there we go. One beautiful stand. As you can see, I'm adjusting the pegs just a tiny bit. But, yeah, that one is all done. And then you can place this in and use that to help line up your next piece. And that way you make them all the same. And there we have 21 completed luxury jewelry stands, just made out of cheap construction 2x4s, with a blowtorch and some clear coat, and some brass pegs. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And leave a comment to tell me how I can improve my videos, other than making it at 16 by 9 instead of 9 by 16. I have recently learned you can turn your phone sideways. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye now.